Welcome back to the channel, everyone. MannyBeInvesting MBI. And we've got a question. We've got a question from an early subscriber, early supporter here. I'm not going to expose his identity. Just unless someone says, hey, go ahead, show it, I'll pretty much keep everybody anonymous. But we had a question. This person has a token and he wants to, or she wants to exchange it for another token, wants to know the most efficient way to do that financially. So let me go ahead and get the link here to the stream. My channel, grab the video link. We'll share, copy, share to Twitter. There we go. Quick and easy. All right, so they have OVR right here. This guy here, it's an Ethereum-based token. Current price. Let's just dive a little deeper here, right? In the 90-day, this is where we're at. We're kind of at the bottom right now in the 90. In the year, it's up big, but in that 14, 30, 90-day time frame, not so good. So let's zoom out a year and see what's up. So February, it was 10 cents, right? Did its move? Me personally, I would have definitely probably taken a lot of profits there. So let's just, let's say hopefully this subscriber took profits here and they're sitting on a moon bag. Hopefully they didn't buy here or even here. Shoot, hopefully they didn't buy here or here or even here. That would be, I would say hold it if that's the case. If you bought in here, I'll say, yeah, you're good to go. If you bought down here, even better. Basically, don't trade for a loss unless you're harvesting for tax purposes. But if you're in MetaMask, I doubt you're doing that. But what they want to do is they want to trade this for Paribus. Paribus at 18. I don't know. 0.18. Ideally, I mean, in the macro, yeah, for sure. In the micro, I probably would go to stablecoin, honestly. But your decision, not financial advice. We're looking to go from here to here, cost effective. Look at gas. It looks like it's coming down a little bit. Let me get the gas station up. I know right now, it's probably going to cost you like $40 to swap is what I'm guesstimating. Uniswap, yeah, average. Shoot, yeah, right. Oh, that's last 30 days. Gas is pretty high right now. 1 ETH, yeah, about $40. Yep, 35 for the swap. I'd say probably like $40. So yeah, what you would want to do. So let's take a look at the actual question. I got it up on my iPad. I'll read it to you guys. I already have PBX through KuCoin and staked them. On another wallet, I have OVR. But I want to get them into PBX as cheap as possible, and I want it on KuCoin. I hate gas fees. When I am done with this, I never want to go to ETH again for those fees. But it's so difficult for me to find out what the best route is regarding the costs. If I swap it, it would cost me a tremendous amount, and then it's still in MetaMask. or maybe that's the only way, and then transfer to KuCoin, or swap to ETH and transfer to KuCoin, then et cetera, et cetera. I really have no clue. Hope I explained the situation to your understanding. They're looking to move about 1,400 OVR, which right now is about 1 ETH. Yeah, just a little bit below an ETH. If they were to, let's say 15, then you'd be at about an ETH. If you have more than 14, I'd say go for it. Go for the full ETH. But 14, let's, do 14. It'll be about 30. They're saying 31 right now. I don't trust that. I add a little bit. See what the gas is at. Because it's forever changing. This thing is constantly. See, look, it went down a little bit. It's forever changing. And I'll show you just how off the gas tracker on CoinGecko usually is. It's saying it's 123. Just wrong. Yeah, so I use ETH gas station. So, best route, looking at Uniswap. Got 14 going to 1. It's going to cost us about $30. So we go to that. And then what do we do from there? Do we further swap from ETH to PBX once that happens? I say no. What I would do, and I look for different scenarios. I looked at possibly doing a swap from OVR to ETH, from ETH to PBX. I looked at doing OVR to ETH, from ETH to Orion, from Orion ETH to PBX. Right now, PBX is not compatible with the Orion bridge. If it were, that would be the go-to maneuver to swap there, but then you'd still end up in MetaMask, right? You don't want to be in MetaMask. You want to move to KuCoin because you want to trade on KuCoin for pennies and not trade on Uniswap or any other Ethereum exchange for, $20, $30, $40, $50, $60 a pop. So we want to avoid dealing with those fees. And then we want to kind of leave Ethereum alone forever. I don't know if you'll be able to do that, but maybe it's possible. Jack said, back with another live. Dang, you're active with the YouTube. Yeah, I figured I'd hop on. Somebody had a question. I'd rather kind of just walk through my logic on what I'm thinking, what they should do. There's a lot that goes on with deciding whether or not you want to make maneuvers and do transactions on Ethereum. There's just so much involved. Network activity, price, the best, more depending on where you're going to go. So after debating, and I even debated swapping to USDT Tether and then somehow moving that to KuCoin. I in my head, I thought about all the possibilities that a person could take to do the thing. And then from there, I look at what would be the most cost effective. Personally, I find swap sites a huge hassle. Exchanges are much simpler to use. Technically Uniswap is a DEX. It's a decentralized exchange. But I know what you mean. You're talking about platform, centralized platform exchanges like KuCoin. But the thing with these is they are decentral. They're purely decentral. There's no custody change. With platforms like KuCoin, you don't own or hold the tokens. So KuCoin owns your tokens. You just have a IOU slip to them that says, hey, you owe me X amount of tokens. With this is total. You keep custody. This is yours. You never lose custody. It's a 1-to-1. They swap. It goes out and in instantly. So that's why a lot of people use these applications. People that don't want or don't trust platforms. For example, huge hack today. We'll be talking about that as well. But looks like the gas is going back up. So it dropped and is now going back up as we speak. That is what sucks about Ethereum. That's why people do not like it. But this is what I figured out. So what you would want to do is get on here, swap your OVR for ETH, boom, and then do a transfer of ETH to KuCoin. And then when you're on KuCoin, you can do your ETH to whatever you want. I believe you can do ETH. Let me verify real quick for you. I believe you can do ETH to USDT. I just want to confirm before I say that. I should have looked before. I did everything but that part, right? Let's take a look at KuCoin. See what we can do with ETH. Let's trade. Go with ETH. Yeah, there's a lot of pairs for ETH. Yeah, you can do USDC, you can do PAX, you can do Tether, you can do Bitcoin if you want. Yeah, you're good to go. So that's what I would do. You're right, Manny. Gotta spend some time to get better at swap sites. Decentralized is always the way to go. Yeah, it is. It's just the only thing that sucks is these fees. Like, look, 45.50 already back up again, right? So what you would want to do, I'm gonna just answer the question for the gentleman real quick. OVR to ETH on Uniswap. Then you do a transfer of that ETH in your MetaMask to KuCoin, and then from KuCoin you go from ETH to USDT, and then from USDT to Paribus. But honestly, I would hold the USDT, set a limit, set some for now, for a little bit now, but I'd do 0.015 just to try to get a better price. Right now it's up a little bit, and I mean, just looking at price action for the last 7 days, you know that as a fact. Let's see, got a question here. If ETH ever fixes the gas fees, I wonder how it will compete with ADA in the mainstream to restake my 70 Matic. It's like $100. Yeah, man, Matic is so rough. It's so rough. Oh man, Ethereum is the worst. It really is. Like, look at this. Like, could you imagine going to a ATM and paying $50 to do one transaction, and say you need to do 3 transactions? It's going to cost you like $150 to do business. So you've got to be moving a lot of money around. It's so tough. And scaling is just, it's not going to be this finger snap thing. Like, it's going to be extremely difficult for Ethereum to get scaling to where it like makes any kind of sense. But if they do, yeah, I think they'll be competing with Cardano. It'll be a good competition. I think Cardano has the advantage just based on the way that they built it, and kind of like the whole humanitarian freedom, identity, all that kind of stuff. I think that they have an advantage there. But for right now, Cardano they've got a really good opportunity with Ethereum not being able to scale very well to take the crown. Let's see. Imagine why not just skip Uniswap and go directly to KuCoin to purchase PBX? He doesn't have Ethereum. He has OVR. So KuCoin doesn't support OVR. So he would have to swap it for ETH, and then from ETH to KuCoin, and then he would be able to buy, his PBX with either, whatever he wants. But I would do. Is there an Ethereum PBX pairing? Let me check. There might be. Let's see what you can buy PBX with. No, you can only buy PBX with USDT. So he would have to go to USDT after he gets into KuCoin, but it won't cost much of anything. He doesn't want it to be in MetaMask. He specifically wants the PBX to be in KuCoin. And also, if you swapped Ethereum for PBX here, it's going to cost you again like $40. So he would have to pay He would have to pay 40 to swap to Ethereum, then another 40 to swap to Paribus. Then he would have to pay like $10, $15 to transfer it to KuCoin. So it would be cheaper if he did OVR to ETH and then transfer ETH to KuCoin. So it would be 40, it would be like 40, 45, $50, then another 15 to transfer it. And then he can do the swap in KuCoin for like literally what cost him like 20 cents. And even less if he held KuCoin, the actual token. Actually, can't he swap it to something like XRP with low fees, send it to KuCoin, and then sell the XRP to USDT and buy PBX? Then he would have to mess around with XRP. So he'd have to go to, let's see, XRP. Can you even do it on? He'd have to mess around with XRP. It's just like, So you're just going all over the place. That might be a cheaper option, but I mean, you also want it to be easier at the same time. Like if it were me, I would jump down that rabbit hole. But then again, I probably wouldn't be holding on to this. And if I was, I would have done it with the understanding that I'm just going to keep it there forever. But he just sees opportunity right now with Paribus. So yeah, his justification I'm not really sure on, but that was the question that was brought up to me. So trying to help an early subscriber out with their dilemma. But I think that's the best route. Now when Orion protocol gets that bridge functioning with more assets, man, it's gonna be really fun to be able to just swap and move it to Binance, do your swaps, and then bring it right back for like nothing. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to avoid Ethereum gas with like low cap tokens that are Ethereum based, like OVR. Paribus even can be kind of a pain, but we are very lucky and very fortunate to have PBX be available on a number of different platforms so early. There's other projects that are similar, to PBX, like Giro. They're just not available on anything but like Uniswap. But things are changing. Things are definitely changing. But I'm going to be in a similar boat, looking for Giro. So I'm going to buy Giro using ADA though, because they're on ADAX now. So, but then the only thing that sucks is I have to keep it on ADAX. So I have to trust ADAX for an extended period of time, which I'm sure won't be a problem, but I want to get it into my own custody as soon as possible. So it's like, come on with the development of these tokens. Let's get this stuff over to Cardano. Let's get CNTs going. Tired of Ethereum, tired of these custody taking platforms. Granted, they have their use case, but I'd rather keep my stuff in my wallet. I'd rather not sit on some platform that is brand new. We aren't really sure of security on. So we're risking our money here, so we want to keep it as secure as possible. XLM. Yeah, I mean, that's another possibility, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of them, so I wouldn't mess around with them, but I would just keep it simple. He can probably do this lightning fast, probably 10 minutes. He's good to go. Probably the slowest part would be going from his MetaMask to KuCoin. But yeah, I would do OVR to ETH to KuCoin, then ETH to USDT, and then from USDT to PBX. And I would set limit orders. I wouldn't FOMO in. I would definitely set limit orders. That's what I would do. Everybody, thanks for jumping on. Hit that like for me on your way in, your way out. I'm going to probably do some content on this guy right here. This is the elephant in the room right now. Wormhole got wrecked for over $250 billion. And this kind of is a great segue into platforms and why we don't want to keep our money on platforms, why we want our money in our own custody, in our hardware backed wallets. That's what we want. We want to be able to swap from our wallets so that we don't have to put our money into these things and get it stolen by hackers. So that's the big thing when it comes to these assets and keeping them. So maybe we'll start talking more about security. I do like to cover these things though. It's really interesting, like these platforms and how they get so much money stolen. And then it's always, for me, it's always interesting to see what these platforms do after the fact. You know, do they return all of the money to the people that they were stolen from? So yeah, there's a lot going on. There's some other posts that I want to check out around this wormhole hack. To be honest, I never paid attention to Giro, but now that I'm thinking about it, it really looks good. Do you think Giro can go back to 50 cents or even $1 this year? I'm not really big on price, but they are doing the technical work. Like their dApp connector, they're working like day and night just to get different projects connected so that you can use, like I'm using Giro wallet right now with Sunday Swap, and I'm enjoying it. I like the way it looks. I like the way it works. They have a bunch of features coming. They're a partner with Paribus. They're going to be doing a lot of partnerships with Cardano DeFi. I heard that they're going to be doing offering discounts. They're going to do in-wallet staking, things like that. So with the tokenomics, I think it's a pretty good deal, especially at these prices. Like they launched at almost $1, and I like the thing that really got me onto Giro was when they were talking about the token early on. They said, hey, look, we don't have anything up. We're building stuff. We're launching the token. Of course, you seed funding to get funding for the project, but it's offered to the public if you want early exposure to it. We don't care about price. Shut up about it. Don't talk to us about it. Was kind of basically their stance on the ERC20 token of Giro. And I thought that was funny, one. And two, I just thought that was an epic approach to tokens, because a lot of these projects, they say that, oh, you can't talk about price in our official chat, but they kind of they entertain the idea that they can manipulate or do anything about the price, or they apologize for the price. Giro Wallet was like, we don't care. If it goes down, it goes down. If it goes up, it goes up. Shut the hell up. We don't want to hear about it. This is purely released at this point on ERC20 to give people the option to get exposure to it. So that I thought was pretty based, one. And two, I was already interested in it based on the tokenomics. And they haven't said anything about token burning and things of that nature. So I think I'm going to start asking them to see, because typically their communication comes directly from them via text, their Telegram announcement channel, their Twitter account. And when they do speak to the public, it's usually in an interview, like a one-on-one interview format. They don't actually really do AMAs or anything like that. I like the AMA format. I'm going to ask and see if they are willing to do something like that. Maybe host a video AMA on, their Telegram, or maybe do a Twitter space or something like that. Maybe connect with the community that way. So yeah, that's why I just like usable products on Cardano. If they offer a token, then I'm ready to eat it up. Let's go. So yeah, a wallet that has that's a DeFi key. They have a dApp connector partnership with MinSwap. So it's like, okay, you can on-ramp fiat straight to crypto right from the wallet and do your DeFi right from the wallet. Easy to use. They got an iOS app coming. They got an Android app coming. I asked them about a dApp connector within the mobile app. They said that they had a path to that. So that's exciting. So I look forward to getting to question or hammer the team about their development plans and their movement forward, and hopefully have some content on more content on that project as well. But thank you guys for checking me out. We'll look forward to this video here, the Paribus video for the DAO blog post from today is out. Go check that out if you haven't already. What else we got going? Oh, the stake pool operator video. I think I'm going to release that today as well, probably in a few minutes here. So yeah, but to the person that asked the question about converting that OVR to Paribus, that's your route. I would recommend Uniswap, going from OVR to ETH, and then transfer your ETH to KuCoin, and then from KuCoin over to USDT. And then I would put orders in. I wouldn't ape in. I would do my orders, just set them up wisely, kind of space them out. Even put like an unlikely fantasy order in there for a little bit as well to help you average down. But I wouldn't ape in today, especially at the prices that it is right now. I like that 0.015, and look at that quickly. We're kind of headed trending down to that way. I like it. I like that. Let me show you my chart for PBX that I have. Let me get that back in there. Boom. So I like anything in this red box here. So I would set an order for that and, just get ready. Maybe even close by. We've got almost some near touches right here. So I think, Vanis, thank you. Thank you for stopping by. Let me hit that like. I have an issue with me hitting the like as well. We got 8 people and we should have 8 likes, right? Maybe even a little bit more. Thank you. Thank you. Hit that like if you can. Hit the description. Hit the description for the Telegram, the official Telegram for the traders group, for the Paribus playlist, and the oh, okay, he responded, so hopefully he got the message. But yeah, put your orders in. Just be smart with your buying. Don't ape in. Don't ever ape in. Just test the waters a little bit. Set your orders up. Make your own chart if you have the ability to do so, and get in that way. So yeah, thank you guys again for checking me out. We got 11 people watching. Hit that like. And we got the donation wallet in the description as well. Drop us a few ADA. We will put it to use. I want to build up a nice min swap bag so that we can do some yield farming and things of that nature. So that's going to be a goal of the channel to do. And then at some point, hopefully, if we're successful, maybe we start a stake pool. That's always in the cards. I've always been thinking about that. So thank you again, guys, for checking me out. This is another one. Hit that like, hit that share, subscribe, hit the notification bell to get notified when we upload new videos and go live. Hit the wallet in the description, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.